What's going on, everyone? It's Craig, certified technician here at ApplianceVideo.com. And today I'm going to show you how to go into diagnostic mode on this Maytag French door refrigerator. But before we get too far, make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's jump right in. So to jump into Service Diagnostics, we're going to need to hit a sequence of keys. You'll want to press the door alarm keypad and then press the refrigerator up keypad. While holding the refrigerator up keypad, you'll release the door alarm, and after about 3 to 5 seconds, the display should show SE, indicating that we have entered Service Diagnostic mode. Once it shows SE on the screen and you want to go further, you're going to want to press the refrigerator up key one more time, and it should show 101 on the screen. Each one of these tests are numbered and they'll drive a certain component. Now, to toggle through the test, you'll use the freezer up or down keys. Test number 101 is going to be a defrost system test. This is going to energize the circuit and it's going to give you one of 3 readings. First of all, OF means off, and you can energize this circuit by pressing the refrigerator up key. At this point, you will either show CL for closed or OP for open. When it's energizing this, you want to see, is the back wall of the freezer filled with ice? If you see a lot of frost and a lot of ice on the freezer back wall, the chances are your refrigerator compartment is not cooling properly. During this phase, if it says open, that means that there's a problem within the defrost circuit, which would be maybe like the defrost termination or the heater. But if it shows CL for closed and you have a lot of ice on there, the problem is probably within your main control board. Go ahead and press the freezer up keypad one more time to enter our next test, which will be a compressor and condenser fan motor test. During this test, you can toggle on your compressor and condenser fan motor by pressing the refrigerator up or down keypads. If you have your compressor on and then you turn it off simultaneously, it will probably take about 5 minutes for it to fire back up, so make sure you keep that in your mind. Now, if you do have it turned on, what you're looking for is you'll want to pull out the refrigerator, pull off that back panel, and make sure that compressor is on. If it's not on, that means you have a problem with either the compressor or some type of starting component. You'll want to call a technician. Now, the next portion of this step is going to be the condenser fan motor. The fan motor in the back is built to cool down the compressor. If it is not running, that compressor will shut off because it overheats. If you have a lot of heat on the sides of the unit and that condenser fan motor is not running through this test, the chances are you'll want to replace your fan motor. Moving forward to test number 112, this is going to be for our freezer evaporator fan motor. This unit pulls air from the freezer up to the refrigerator. So during this step, if your refrigerator is not cooling properly, you want to make sure you energize that fan motor by pressing the refrigerator up or down keypad, and make sure that you hear that fan motor running. If the fan motor is not running, take off the evaporator cover and look for damage to that motor or that blade. So you've ran a couple of different tests, such as checking your defrost system and checking to make sure your fan motor is running, but your refrigerator compartment is still not cool. The next test I would do is test number 121. This is going to be for damper operation. While that freezer pushes the cold air up, there's actually a door that opens and closes. Whenever you select this test by either pressing the up or down key on the refrigerator keypad, you can take off the back grill and make sure that door is opening and closing. If it's not operating correctly, it is a very easy repair and only takes about 5 minutes of your time. Of course, this is going to be the end of the service test, but there's another test that I want to go into, and that's going to be the forced defrost. So first, I want you to press in your door switches in order to exit this so that we can jump into the forced defrost portion of diagnostics. Forced defrost mode is an excellent diagnostic test and it's very easy to enter. In order to do so, you'll want to press and hold the door alarm keypad and then press and hold the refrigerator temperature down keypad. Then, while holding the refrigerator temperature down keypad, you will let go of the door alarm and SH should show up on the screen. Now, a forced defrost mode is used if you're having a defrost problem. So open up that freezer and look and see if you have an abundant amount of ice on that back wall. When entering this test, if you do have a large amount of ice, within about 5 minutes you should hear some type of sizzling or crackling noise. If you do not hear a sizzling or crackling noise, you want to make sure that all the other operations within the last service test modes are working properly. Now, in order to exit forced defrost mode, you'll simply want to press in on the door switches and it'll go back to normal functionality so that we can go into control programming mode. Control programming mode is used anytime you've replaced a main control. If you put one in, I bet it shows zeros on the display. Well, in order to program this unit, you'll simply want to press and hold the door alarm keypad and then press and hold the freezer down keypad. At the same time, let go of the door alarm, wait about 3 seconds, and then PE should show up on the screen showing you that you have entered programming mode. Now, to go further, you'll simply want to press the freezer down key one more time so that we can enter in the numerical value that you'll find on your serial tag. A lot of times when you put a main control board in there, again, it will show 00. And you can change the number by pressing the refrigerator temperature up keypad or refrigerator down keypad. So look at your serial number, find what code you have, and then you'll change the first number. Now, the decimal point can be changed by pressing the freezer up keypad. You'll want to go to the next digit and put in all 4 digits that correspond with your serial number tag. Once you have entered the desired code, make sure to press and hold the freezer down keypad until the control starts to blink, and then press the 2 door switches and it should reset the system and start cooling as normal. Now, of course, this is going to wrap up all the diagnostic features. If you do need this tech manual, you can obtain it by either going to the manufacturer's website or posting it in the repair help section on ApplianceVideo.com. YouTube, if you enjoy my content, make sure you like and subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.